Now that we've had a review of finding the area of different shaped spaces, we are going to start exploring how to find volume inside three-dimensional shapes. So we've been working with two-dimensional shapes, these flat surfaces, and now we're going to start working with three-dimensional shapes. But before we start that, we need to understand the concept of a cube. So to do that, we're going to start out by looking at a cube. It says in this first problem, 10-2, to find the surface area and the volume of the cube at right. So what does surface area mean? So the word surface means the top of something or the outside of something. So in this case, it would mean all these different surfaces on the cube. So if we take a die and look at that, we see that the die has 6 different surfaces as a cube. So this is a surface. This is a surface. These are the surfaces of the cube. So to find the surface area, we would need to find the area of one of these faces, and then we would need to add up all the different faces, which, because we have this handy die here, we know that this cube will have 6 faces. So let's go ahead and find the surface area for this particular cube. So the first thing we need to do is find the surface area of one face. So we know that one side is 3 feet. And because it's a cube, we know it's made up of squares. And so these sides will all be equal. So this side will also be 3 feet. So to find the area of one face, we will multiply the length times the width, and in this case, that's 3 times 3. So the area of one face is going to be 9. Now that we have what one face is, we know by looking at the die again that this cube will have 6 faces. And so we need to multiply what one face, the area of one face, times 6. So we've got 6 faces. So 6 times 9 is equal to 54. So 54 is equal to the surface area. Now we need to find the volume of the cube. So surface area is all the different faces on the outside. Now we're going to figure out how much space would be on the inside of this cube. To do that, we need to look at this as here is one dimension. So 3 feet is one dimension. And then we know what a face is. So that's an area. That is 2 dimensions. So to find the amount of space in this, we need to multiply it by a 3rd dimension. And so we will be multiplying, and we know in this case that that 3rd dimension is also 3. So to find the volume, we will multiply the length times the width times the height of the cube. So if we had looked at the top of this cube, we would have the length, the width, and we would find the area for the top of the cube, but then this is stacked, so we need to multiply it times the height. So the volume of the cube is length, which is 3, times width, which is 3, times the height, which is 3, and that is equal to 27. And in this case, so here surface area was 54, and that's a two-dimensional, so we'll call it units squared, but here it's 27 units cubed. So that's the volume of the square.